Find yourself a comfortable position. And keep your eyes open for now. And as the eyes are open, we can sense the breathing. In some forms of Zen, they are meditating with the eyes open. But the gaze is lowered. So that might be interesting to experiment. It's almost like looking towards the tip of the nose and below, towards the so-called floor, but without looking. So looking without looking. We are not focusing the gaze. So the gaze is open, defocused. And actually they are sitting in front of a white wall in this Zen tradition. So it becomes white, milky. So allowing ourselves to be with a lowered gaze, defocused and aware of the breathing. Aware of the belly, rising and falling. And engaging our attention with what's happening in the now. So bring awareness to hearing, without commenting on the sounds, without analyzing the sounds. And then sensing the bodily energies. Play with your attention, so you go back and forth between hearing, sensing, bodily energies. Yeah, scanning the inner body, the belly, the chest, the throat. Whatever sensations, energy you notice, welcome and allow them. And they are thinking, there's thinking being produced, bubbles. That is natural. Try to be awake to these emerging bubbles, as if you are like a fisherman at an ice hole in the ice. And from time to time, some fish jumps out, like a flying fish jumps out. That's how the thoughts are. But usually we are in some torpor and we don't notice them, and the thought links to another thought and another thought, and now is a story and I'm somewhere else. So noticing these thoughts, but not sticking to them, sticking to the present, knowing, hearing, sensing, awareing. You can even gaze around the room, engage with seeing, like 3-5 seconds looking at something, but not allowing yourself to go into commentary about that object. Not calling it anything, just looking deeply as if you are an alien consciousness. You have never seen the color red. You don't even know what it is. It's new, fresh. And the grain of the wood, you don't know what it is. But you are aware of it without thinking about it. But part of the attention is with the outer, with the object, and part of the attention is with yourself. You are aware of your body at the same time. Looking at these mailboxes and aware of yourself at the same time. Don't stay too long with one impression, because then we go into daydreaming. Just stay 3-5 seconds, like a breath. See it deeply while being aware of yourself, and switch to some other object. Yeah, chandelier, aware of that, aware of hearing, aware of the inner body, aware of the fact that we are. You may catch yourself, as one of you said the other day, some of the apps of the mind. There's a commentary app. It's like, oh yeah, this is, my grandpa used to have that. Oh yeah, this carpet is this. I wonder how much it is. Oh yeah, you know, these associations. Notice the associations and staying as this witnessing presence. So instead of just thinking, we are aware of thinking, aware of seeing. We can now close your eyes. And allowing ourselves to settle more. Actually, there are measurable changes in the brain waves as we don't look outside. So without the seeing, we have less channel through which we perceive. So without seeing, we have sensing the sensations, hearing, noticing thoughts. While allowing ourselves to be, just being. We are open to all phenomena. We don't interfere with the phenomena. Whatever we notice in the body is a phenomena. That which is aware of phenomena is not a phenomena. Allow your sense of awareness to be open rather than focusing. What is aware of our experience right now? We are not interested in labels. Use this question as a pointer to be curious. Being interested in this mysterious experience of there's stuff being perceived, there is perceiving, and we take it for granted as if it's bullshit and it doesn't matter. The whole universe needed to be in place for billions of years of this earth to generate the right mixture of air for the first cell, for the amoeba to be, for the dinosaurs, for the first mammal, for the human body, mind, human machinery. The whole universe needs to be in place for us to be perceiving right now. Instead of going into thinking, observe the thought forms and stay just being. Being interested in this quality of aware silence within. The sound of the traffic outside or my voice wouldn't be perceived if there weren't first this aware being perceiving. Getting more used to our this being aware of existing. Don't be bored with peace. And whatever energies are in the body, notice and welcome them completely. Any tensions, heat. Notice verify the teachings that I read before about the daydreaming, the imaginings. Notice how we fluctuate between just here, wordless presence, to being lost at sea somewhere else. Notice how the thoughts are not continuous. And when a thought disappears and fades away, just like, this sound, when I finish the sentence, the sound fades away, but the awareness, which is aware of the sound, remains. So as a thought form fades away, the aware being, you, are there as this aware background which produces the next thought, which is okay. But you are not this thought. This thought is just a penny as compared to $1 billion. A thought that says something, even a thought that says there's something wrong with me, accompanied by some bad feelings, that's like a penny. And what we are, this aware presence, universal presence, it's like $1 billion. And we keep forgetting about our billion account, being busy with little shit. So just remembering what we are, being knowingly, this aware openness. Which fully allows any energy, any sensation, any thoughts, and it observes them. Yeah, so I was saying that as we open the eyes and we are going to talk and engage, there is this tendency in our psychic to believe that, okay, it's over now, whatever, something is over. And so it's like meditation is something special, and then being conscious, being aware of what's happening, something special, and now we stop meditating, so now we are losing conscious presence. Yeah, but ultimately this formal meditation is ultimately an opportunity to have less distraction, so we can go deeper into the sense of being aware, and we are interested in this exploring thoughts and dealing with feelings and exploring the presence. Yeah, so that's special. It's like true church, going to church. To I guess in the past people would go to church, or in the religion you go to church to honor the Lord, to honor God. And okay, well, in the Indian teachings they say Atman is Brahman. This is a very deep knowledge. Atman is Brahman. In Indian teachings, Atman is the word they have for the self, for presence. Atman is the presence or the self. That's why Atma Vichara means self-investigation or self-remembering. Yeah, and in Indian, Brahman is one of the names of God, which stands for God, the absolute God, the creator. So I think this was on Bhagavad Gita and many other teachings. They say Atman is Brahman. Like this, which is aware right now, this presence is no different than God. So Atman and Brahma are one and the same. Okay, this, I heard this long time ago and I was like, whoa, that's deep. I like that. Yeah, I can even tattoo it. But I didn't get it. I didn't understand. So this is something that we can churn on it. And when we deeply realize that, we are going to be much happier, actually. When we realize that, we are going to be happy and at peace. Anyway, Atman is Brahman. So coming back to church. So this presence is Atman. This is the presence of God. So when we go into meditation, we are going to church. We are a little bit less interested in doingness and stuff, and we are coming back to God, remembering God from one angle. And okay, coming back to this Tibetan master, he was saying that true meditation doesn't have a beginning and an end. True meditation is like a continuous river. There is no meditation and post-meditation. So my whole point was like, as we are engaging now with questions or sharing, to try to remind yourself, to remember yourself as often as possible as we are in activity. Meaning that, you can ask a question, but try to also be aware of your voice, be aware of the sound of your voice, or be aware of what's happening. Or when people are talking or I'm talking, try not to check out, but also be aware of, whatever. We also have all these things, like I have these things. These are good exercises to, like, playing with the nails or playing with the beard, or so trying to actually notice that and notice thoughts, and somehow not to be lost in the speaker, and to be part of your attention stay with you. Yeah, so I'm aware of you, but I'm not completely lost in you, or I'm aware of the screen, but I'm aware of myself, aware of the screen, and this can deepen. Yeah, so